Poppin' guys, it's OBOY, they need this, and in this video we're going to be doing the Shoreline Mafia vocal effect, kind of like that West Coast, really like super upfront, sibilant kind of vocal sounds. And the song we're working with is by the artist 360 called Look. The song is produced by myself and Epps. I will leave all the links in the description, so go check that out, and I will give a little snippet of the song before we get into it. So here we go.
Oh boy, they need this. I see them bitches looking. Fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass. Keep thinking that I'm pussy. I'm covered in a hoodie, burning up them cookies. In the living hell when I'm right where I should be. Situation sticky, yeah, fingers getting sticky. Pack of backwoods in my motherfucking dickies. Fucking on a Britney, yeah, said that she don't miss me. Guess she switching up her energy, cause we been getting busy. Call someone to come and get me, everyone is out to get me. And I'm screaming fuck the world while the whole world against me. Days not too many, chances 50-50. My reaction's automatic like a motherfucking semi. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got some.
Okay, so that's the song we're working with today, and go check it out. I'll have the links in the description. Super dope song. So yeah, let's get started. So I first turned down the beat a little bit just so the vocals can have some room, and the key of this song is B minor. I'm pretty sure I have it in mixed, F minor, sorry. I have it in mixed in key. I have another video on how to find the key of a song, so go check that out. So let's put the auto tune on first, and I'm using Enter as auto tune, but you can use stock Logic auto tune if you want. It's just not as good. And we're really using the auto-tune just to hit the right notes. I know Shoreline doesn't really use auto-tune, so I'm not saying they do. We're just using it for our song, just to get that effect. So yeah, I put it on all the tracks.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy.
So vocals still need to be a little louder, so we're gonna first EQ it. And we can just use the stock EQ. We're just gonna take out some low end.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your thinking that I'm pussy. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking.
So first off, we're just taking out low end. That's it, just the low end. And we're only going to be working with the hook part of this song as well, just to make things a little simpler. So that's on these 4 tracks. So we're just taking out the low end, and then let's compress it a little bit, bring up the overall level. We're just going to use a stock compressor. Actually, let's use a Waves CLI 76. Haven't used that in a while. Keep it on the black mode, turn it to release all the way up, and attack slow, just to give that vocals that upfront, in your face feel.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking.
And if you don't know how to use this compressor, basically you just turn up the input to give you some more compression, and then the output is just the overall level after compression. And I'm just going to copy these settings over. So now we got compressed vocals.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. I'm covered in a hoodie, burning up them cookies. In the living hell when I'm right where I should.
So next thing we're going to do is we're going to route all of these to a hook track, or to a hook bus, I'm sorry. And so how we do this is you select the tracks. In this case, I'm selecting all 4 of these, and we're going to go to output right here, and then we're going to click bus number 1. So now all of these get routed over here, and you can rename this if you want. I usually name it Hook Fox or something like that. So now we're going to do some more additive EQ and bring out the top end a little bit more to give it that, sibilant sound.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. I'm covered in a hoodie, burning up them cookies. In the living hell when I'm right where I should be. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that
So I'm boosting up at 10K a little bit, as you can see, like a good amount, and then some at 3K as well. And it's almost like you're intentionally making these vocals a little bit sibilant, because that's kind of that sound. Shoreline definitely has that sound because they're using maybe some low-end mics or something, but it's a cool sound to go for sure. So, and then I'm also dipping a little bit around 300 just to get rid of that boxiness.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living hell.
Next thing, we're going to de-ess it a little bit. And just if you guys don't know, that this bus track that I'm working with, this Hookvox, all of these plugins on this channel apply to these 4 tracks because they're all being routed to bus 1. So anything I do on this channel is being applied to these 4 tracks as well. So we're going to do some de-essing now, just to help smooth out some of those S sounds that you hear. And I'm just going to use Waves de-esser.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living hell.
Okay, cool. Now let's use another compressor just to smoothen things out even more. And I'm going to use something called Compressor. And this may not sound exactly how the released song is, because I use Pro Tools and some of the plugins might be a little different, but for the most part this is what I did. So we're going to use Compressor, and then I use a little preset over here, and then I tweak it a little bit.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living hell when I'm right where I should be. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking.
Next, we're going to give it some modulation, some ensemble. I used the Pro Tools version though, and we're going to mix it in a little bit.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie.
Okay, cool. Now next we're going to bus it to some other effects. Let's see if I can remember exactly what I used. I know one of them was something from Waves, but we could improvise a little bit. So first, let's give it just a little slap delay. We're going to use H delay. Make sure you use the stereo version too on these effects. So I use something ping pong, and I put on the lo-fi, just turned on the feedback up just a tiny bit, and let's see how this sounds.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living.
Cool, so I just mixed that down a little bit. Now we can give it some reverb. I'm going to use Renaissance reverb, Reverb. You can use any reverb you want though, doesn't matter too much. Just whatever suits your taste. Reverb right there. And let's use a plate reverb. Give it some pre-delay, turn up the time a little bit. Mess with the EQ some more.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a.
Okay, next. Now this is the biggest effect I remember using. It's a really cool plugin, something called Real ADT. It's from Waves plugins, Real ADT Stereo. And then there was a preset somewhere. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I think it was one of these rock presets. Let's turn it up in here.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living hell when I'm.
I think it was this one, Rock Heavy Stereo. So I'm just gonna mix it in a little bit.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living hell when I'm right where I should be. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you.
And then finally, if you want to add some more like EQ at the end of all this, I like using the Pool Tech EQ from Waves, just to give a little extra top end if needed. Where is it at? Right here, perfect. So I'm gonna attenuate a little bit at 100 and then boost a little at 12K. Just see how that sounds.
I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that I'm pussy. Covered in a hoodie, burning on them cookies, in a living hell when I'm right where I should be. I see them bitches looking, fuck you if you looking. I got something for your ass, keep thinking that
that's the base. That's the basic idea of how to get that, you know, Shoreline Mafia sibling West Coast sound and vocals. That's not exactly what I did, but go check out the final track so you can see how that sounds. And please follow all my social media. I'll have the links in the description. Email me if you need any mixing or mastering services. And go check out the project that I released recently called Oh Boy, They Need This, Volume 1. I'll have links for everything in the description. And subscribe for more videos. Peace out.